The wounded feminine. I'm very excited to open up probably the biggest field of healing space that I've come across to date. And that is the field of the feminine, the goddesses, before the wounds. So I was told to do 4 and 4. So we're going to work with the wounds of the feminine and then activate the gifts of the feminine. So this will be a teaching webinar for transforming and clearing what is the wounds of the feminine. The feminine is the healer. The feminine is the goddess. The feminine is the womb of creation, the midwife, and the herbalist. So when, for example, the witch hunt started, they were shut down and sent into exile, silenced. And so the feminine then disconnected from this immense power of creation. And what came in then was the wounded feminine, which is the spider energy, the manipulation, the backstabbing, the web of deceit, the web of poison. And when I talk about the feminine, I'm talking about male as well. I'm talking about we all carry these wounds and scars in our system. So there's immense power when we really resolve these wounds. And these 4 webinars are about exactly that, to resolve the wound of the spider, to resolve it, to transform it through our genetics from our field around us. And this is where we disconnected from our creator part. So in this webinar, it's going to give immense results for going back into your power. Before that is to resolve what's and accept what's in your own system. And that is the wounds of the feminine. So in this webinar, we're going to go very detailed into these very old, deep trauma states of the feminine, and then how the power was misused through seduction, through gossip, through manipulation, through using the gifts in the wrong way, and bringing it back into the core, back into the center. So this is really an immense field of information to work with. That's why I was told by Spirit, work 4 hours only on those topics. And then we're going to work on, after this series, is going to the gifts. And then we'll do 4 more hours of activating the gifts. But before activating the gifts, it's about resolving what's in our own system and clearing these webs. And I remember when I was in Italy, a friend was sharing with me how they would use music in the village to clear these webs, the black widow, the poison from the women in the village and from the village itself. And that was through music, for playing it for days. And it would unravel these poison or webs, dissociation from the system, psychotic energies from the system. And then there's a clearing on the last day. So let's do this together. When we clear it from ourselves, it clears from our whole genetic system and the world around us. So I invite you to be part of this really potent, powerful webinar series, which will have a huge impact in your lives and a huge impact in the world around us. So I'm looking forward to holding this space for all of us and bringing through these codes and unraveling this generational scarring of misuse, abuse, seduction, and manipulation of separation from spirit, from creation itself, and diving back into wholeness. So I will be bringing through much more in the coming days as the codes keep dropping in, but it's going to be a big one. It's really going to be a beautiful one to clear in the system, so you can really balance your system and be back in your full potential, your full power. So I look forward to seeing you at the webinar and doing this together. Thank you.